Did you know that you can make real and epic soap bubbles with a normal marker? Yes, and I'll show you how. Open up a marker and remove the tip. Now grab a knife and very carefully cut off that narrow plastic bit at the tip. Next, take a pair of tweezers and pull out the ink tube out of the marker housing. Leave this aside for now and get a piece of wire ready. Wrap the wire around any rounded object to get a loop. Twist the ends around each other, and as you can see, we got the same shape as with store-bought soap bubbles. A perfect bubble-making machine. Take some super glue and apply it on the tip like this. Simply glue it to the inside of the marker lid and we're all set to make some bubbles. Well, almost. We still need to prepare the soap and water mixture. Open up a bottle of soap and squeeze some into the marker housing. That's enough. Now all that's missing is a splash of water and we're ready to make loads of beautiful and magical bubbles. I think this idea is straight up epic. Making soap bubbles with a marker, I mean, it doesn't get more insane than that. And the truth is, it works so well. Look how many bubbles it makes in one go. I almost can't believe my eyes. I think we all agree that this cool invention calls for a little prank on the teacher. Lightning happens when ice and water particles bump into each other inside the thunder clouds. Who did this? Who did this? Having a piece of chocolate during breaks works as a great energy pick-me-up on a hectic school day. However, when you pull out your chocolate bar in school, something like this is very likely to happen.
Can I have some?
Sure.
Thanks. You're the best.
And don't get me wrong, sharing is caring, but sometimes we just need to indulge with a bit of chocolate on our own and in peace. A great way to do that is sneaking a piece of chocolate in an eraser. Pull the eraser out of the cardboard wrapper like this. Now take your yummy chocolate bar that you want to take to school. Since most erasers are white, I recommend going for white chocolate. And that's not a problem for me because white chocolate has always been my favorite. All that's left to do is insert a piece of white chocolate inside the eraser wrapper. See how beautifully this one fits in? Yep, it took me some searching in the grocery store to find the right chocolate for this hack, and I definitely succeeded. Finally, you can enjoy your well-deserved sneaky piece of chocolate without being bothered. For those classmates that always want to take a bite of your lunch, here's a little funny prank. Take some grapes and a bag of candy drops. Unwrap the candy and set it aside. Now take a grape and wrap it in the candy wrapper. Voila, here we have our first grape candy and it looks completely legit. Let's make more of this and pull a little prank on our classmates. As they say, fruit is nature's candy, and personally, I love it more than sweets anyway. But we can definitely say that this girl won't be asking you for food again. Can I have one? Sure, go ahead. Thanks. It's called triangle.
I'm so sleepy. I really need something sweet. Maybe if I do it really carefully, no one will notice.
Right? It is square. What about when we have 5 sides? When we have 5 sides, it is called pentagon. So when we have a triangle, we have 3 sides. When we have a square, we have 4. Oh! Detention! Well, that's awkward. But no worries, you can still enjoy your yummy lollipop during class, we just have to do it in a bit more or a lot more sneaky way. Cook up your lollipop mixture by combining 3.5 parts of sugar, 1.5 parts of corn syrup, and 1 part of water. Optionally, add a drop or two of food coloring and wait for the mixture to reach 150 degrees Celsius or 300 Fahrenheit. Pour it into the lid of an EOS and wait until it cools down completely. Pop the bottom EOS part on and you're ready to enjoy your lollipop. Store it in your pencil case to have it always on hand when you need a little sugary pick-me-up during the class. Everyone will think it's just the usual lip balm while you be snacking on a delicious lollipop. What a fun way to prank your teacher and schoolmates, and nonetheless an epic life hack which will keep you awake and energized during lessons. I love the EOS lollipop so much because if you don't want to eat the whole thing at once, you can simply put the lid on and save it for later. So convenient. Studies have shown listening to music while studying can be beneficial as it improves attention and memory as well as helps lessen depression and anxiety. However, if you try to listen to music during class, things usually don't end up well once you get caught.
Plenty of Are you listening to music in my class?
Relax, you can still listen to your favorite songs in class using this simple trick. Plug the headphones in your phone. Instead of placing the earphone directly in your ears as you usually would, let's make a little twist. Lead the earphones together with the cable under your shirt and along one of the sleeves. Pull one of the earphones out from the sleeve and you're ready to listen to music without anyone noticing. You do need to wear long sleeves for this hack to work and you can only listen to music on one ear. Also, I think it's a good thing that you have your other ear free so you can listen to your teacher. With this trick, you can safely listen to your favorite tracks and no one will ever notice.
Do I see makeup? Excuse me, these are my crayons, so...
To make the cool lip balm crayons, first you gotta pick a crayon color. I'm starting off with the pink one. Place it in a double boiler and wait for the crayon to melt. To speed up the process, you can give it a little stir along the way. Once the crayon is completely melted, take it off the heat. Carefully pour it in an empty lip balm or lipstick container. Melted crayon liquid is extremely hot, so be very careful and ask an adult to help you if you need it. Wait a few minutes for the crayon to solidify and you got yourself the most epic crayon ever. I also made a green one and a bunch of other colors because I wanted a big selection of lip balm crayons. They're so fun, and one thing that I love about them is how neat and non-messy they are. Usually crayons stain your fingers when you use them, but not these. On top of that, they're perfect for pranking your teachers and schoolmates. What more could we wish for? Pencils are a perfect school supply to store our sticky gum in class. Pull the eraser from the pencil and grab some gum. I'm using this one, which is pink, just like my pencil erasers. Unwrap it, and no, you can't chew it just yet. We're gonna transform it into edible eraser. Roll the gum into a little worm shape. Sorry, this doesn't sound really appetizing. Push one end into the eraser opening. Time to grab a knife, cut away the excess gum, and our gum eraser pencils are all done. They look exactly the same as the usual eraser pencil. How cool! This makes them perfect to trick our schoolmates. They may try to take a bite of their eraser too, but sadly, not everyone's erasers are edible. Okay, so I noticed that pencil eyeliners and lip liners look very similar to the rounded coloring pencils. And with a simple trick, we're gonna make them look exactly the same. To transform a black pencil eyeliner into a coloring pencil, we need a black permanent marker. Color the entire eyeliner with it in order to remove all the headings and captions. Our eyeliner looks just like a black coloring pencil, so we can take it to school without a worry on our mind. You can also use nail polish to cover your eyeliners and lip liners. I wanna paint this lip liner in red. In order to achieve this, let's first cover it with white nail polish. We need to do this because black is the strongest color, and painting red directly on top may not turn out opaque enough. That's why applying a white base is super helpful. As you can see, the red nail polish looks very bright and opaque on top of it. That's exactly what we needed. Apply a coat or two and you're all set. Mix your makeup pencils with a bunch of rounded coloring ones. So amazing, right? They look exactly the same. You can do this for your brow pencils or even the jumbo eyeshadow pencil. There's literally so many options. I like to use the black eyeliner to define my eyes, especially when I want a bit more smudgier look. I love wearing red lip liner instead of lipstick. It's actually way more long-lasting than many lipsticks, and when you're wearing a bright color like red, that's exactly what you want.
Sarah, what's that on your lips?
Lips? Nothing. They're naturally like that.
Oh, I wish I had lips like that. Can I have one?
Me too! Not just chocolate, gum is also one of these super desired things that everyone wants, right? Where can we hide our gum so that no one will notice? A pen? No, we're gonna use a package of ink cartridge. Take your favorite gum and open up the package. Next, you just wanna replace 3 ink refills with the yummy gum. Leave a couple of ink cartridges in the package because you need to have a few spare ones to write your notes with. Don't get me wrong, sharing with your friends is always a nice thing to do. But sometimes tricks like this can be very handy, and there's nothing wrong with having some sneaky gum here and there.
Oh yeah.
If you're more a lip gloss kind of girl, this DIY is right up your alley. Take a wider coloring marker and take out the ink tube plus the felt tip. Go ahead and wash the marker container thoroughly and choose any kind of lip gloss that you wanna use. I decided for this rich, glittery cherry pink shade. Open it up and pour the product in a little container. Take the syringe and suck the lip gloss inside. Now you can transfer it to the marker bottle without any mess at all. Set the pen filled with lip gloss aside and it's time to work on the applicator. Use some pliers to snip the applicator off the original lip gloss lid. Make sure to keep the stick as long as possible. Grab your super glue and apply a drop on the end of the applicator. Push it inside the marker lid so it sticks firmly. And that's it! We've successfully transformed a usual lip gloss into a legit and epic marker lip gloss that works so well. I am honestly surprised how well this DIY turned out. I mean, I am speechless. The opening at the tip of the marker is narrow enough so it removes the excess lip gloss when you pull the applicator out. It literally works exactly like a normal lip gloss tube, which is kind of insane but totally awesome at the same time. Have you noticed that hair chalk looks exactly the same as the classroom chalk? I definitely did, and this idea was born. Take the school chalk out of the packaging and get your hair chalk ready. This hack is of course very straightforward. All we need to do is place our hair chalk in the empty package of school chalk. Easy peasy. This is done in seconds and we're all set to smuggle hair chalk in class. Experimenting with different hair colors is always so much fun. And if we can play a little trick on the teacher in the meantime, even better. Let's make a couple of cotton candy highlights to the hair and see how the teacher reacts.
The Earth is unlike any other planet in the solar system due to a number of different ways. It is the only planet that has atmosphere containing 21% oxygen. Earth is called the blue planet.
What?
What's going on with that hair of yours?
My hair? What do you mean?
Nothing. So Earth is often called the blue planet because it's covered 70% in water. Yes, 70% of Earth's surface is covered with oceans. It is the only planet in the solar...
Something wrong?
No. Focus.
When you're super tired, foundation can't really help you cover those huge dark circles under the eyes. We need something way more powerful. Take a concealer that comes in a little squeeze tube and let's transform it into a super glue. Grab a black nail polish and use it to cover the entire concealer tube. That way we'll get rid of all the captions and anything that suggests that this is actually a makeup product. Alright, now we have a black canvas to work on. Search for super glue pictures online for some inspiration. I like the red and yellow color combination, so I created a little heading inspired by this super glue brand. I printed it and cut out. Using some double-sided tape or glue, stick the little paper piece to your super glue/concealer tube and say goodbye to those annoying dark circles. This idea is so unique and creative, and it makes it very easy to sneak concealer in class. Concealer is honestly my most used makeup product. It covers eye bags, dark circles, spots, and other imperfections. On top of that, you can use it as a highlighter to brighten up your eyes and tops of your cheekbones. You can blend it out with your fingers, or hold on, here's another epic and sneaky hack. Makeup brushes look super similar to the usual paint brushes. They're just a bit fluffier and softer, but from the distance they look almost identical. So place your favorite makeup brushes in a pot together with paint brushes. Now you can sneak an entire collection of face brushes to class without anyone noticing. Use the soft fluffy ones to apply eyeshadows or blend the concealer. What a simple and genius idea for all the makeup enthusiasts.
We have two equations with two unknowns. Ladies, are you following? Do you have any more makeup for me?
No, miss.
Good. I need more makeup. The paragraph is one of the basic building blocks in writing of both fiction and non-fiction. Both words and sentences.
Wanna take a nap during class, but you're afraid the teacher will notice it and give you detention? No worries, this hack will take care of all the problems. Grab a pair of affordable reading glasses and set them aside. Now take your phone, make a selfie, and print out the picture of your eyes only. Next, you wanna cut out both eyes following the shape of your glasses frame and glue them on the lenses. Here we have them, the perfect sleeping glasses for back to school. Sometimes I stay up at night way too late on social media, so the next day, well, I don't really feel fresh like a flower. Our sleep glasses are perfect for days like this and give us a chance to pull a little prank on our teacher. All jokes aside, don't forget that school is a privilege, and by listening to your teacher, you learn so much. So make sure to get a long, relaxing sleep every night and go to school with a clear mind, ready for all the fun school adventures. Whipped cream is one of my favorite guilty pleasures, and there's a super cool way to sneak it in class. First, you need to wash an empty glue squeeze bottle really well. And this DIY is super straightforward. All we gotta do is to squeeze whipped cream into the glue container. I find it the easiest using a piping bag. When your glue bottle is full, screw the lid back on and you're finished.
Hey,
Make your friends believe that you can eat glue. I'm sure they'll be so amazed. The glue squeeze tube works exactly like a piping bag. Pretty amazing, right? You can make your cookies look like cupcakes. So cool! Try drawing a smiling face on your Oreo to make it even more delicious, or have some whipped cream straight from the tube.